What's going on, y'all? Hello, hello. What's going on, Erdor? Yulia, hello. It's Friday. It's frickin' Friday. It do be Friday. I was gonna go live, like, fucking... My mic should be on. Hello, what's up, Pang? I was gonna go live, like, 3 hours ago. But what can you do? I'm not playing the new Doom, actually. Oh, actually, so... Yeah. Wait, for the... Yulia Session Gamer on YouTube, it should be exactly the same. Huh? What the hell is going on? Wait, let me... That's very strange. Leia, what up? Let's see. Ziggy, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see, wait. It's just me. That's funny. Wait, I just turned the music off. Hello, hello, hello. Test, test, test. Okay, I can hear... Yeah, I can hear myself on Twitch. Okay. It's a Pang issue. Don't worry, dude. Yeah, so clarification on that. Clarification on this. So I did put Doom as the stream game on Twitch for clickbait. But it's not what we're playing. Well, I can talk about what we're actually playing today a little later. In a second. I'm playing a U-Core game. You'll enjoy the game we're playing today. Dude, I'll hop on Buster's Bad Dreams soon as well. I got the itch. Luke, what up? So got a good activity in chat already. Hello, everybody. It's friggin' Friday. It's motherfucking Friday. So I just posted a new video. Let me... Dude, everything I'm not as into Mission Impossible as you are, Luke. But I'm still pretty into it. It seems like people are not that happy with with 8, unfortunately. Would be kind of a shame if the franchise goes out on a weak note. But I guess we shall see. So, Oscar, what up? Okay. Man, let me see what this, bam. Bam. We got that. There you go. Boom. Okay. So, guys, I just posted a new video. You're playing the game wrong. Where I'm defending DSP, my favorite content creator. Probably sentiment that you have heard before in gaming. An idea. Yeah, this was the holdup. Again, I was gonna go live like 3 hours ago, but my export just kept fucking up, and okay, I can play all the video actually. Let's see. For the purposes of today's video, I will have to name drop Doom: The Dark Ages. This is a game published, funded, and owned by Microsoft, who offer material supports to the State of Israel in their ongoing genocide against the Palestinian people, as well as the apartheid structure that they're currently upholding. Okay, so the reason I did a retake here, I'm gonna practice radical vulnerability now. Yulia already knows that I was like super embarrassed. In my original take, I said apartment structure. I said apartment structure, and then I didn't notice it until I got into the edit. So I had to reshoot that. So yeah, this is a video about how about you play a good Doom game like Daikatana? Honestly, classic. This video was inspired by, actually it was on Twitter. Thank you, Pang. Thanks. It was inspired by this, right? Pretty relatively viral tweet. Again, I say in the video, I did not know that this guy is just a DSP hate account, which I should have known. It's very, very embarrassing. Yeah, if you want like my nuanced take on it, I hope this is like good clickbait. I hope I played the game well. We'll see. Maybe this will get us to the big leagues. Honestly, kind of accurate. So yeah, no, the thing I actually want to talk about. This is the game we're playing today, by the way. We're playing Bangai-O, but not the Dreamcast version. We're playing the N64 version. The Dreamcast version is just the one I own. I've never finished the N64, or still haven't finished the N64 version. I'm in the middle of a save file. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did really enjoy the Dreamcast version when I played it. And they're pretty different games. I can't really decide which one I prefer. There's a bunch of nuance to it. We'll get into that in a second. However, let me look something up real quick. So I wanted to talk about, again, Microsoft's involvement. Yes, there is a bunch of difference between the games. In the genocide against the Palestinian people. So they're not different games. They have basically the same. It's the same set of stages, very similar mechanics. They didn't really significantly alter the core moveset or like how the game really at its core functions, but they did make a lot of like pretty dramatic balancing changes in the Dreamcast version. And they cut one major system from the game. But we'll talk about that. So let me yeah, but it's definitely way better than Sigma. Let's put it that way. It's a very good example. But I would argue, yeah, this is a case where they're both actually really worth playing. So So the thing I want to talk about, obviously Doom came out, and it's a game by id Software, Bethesda. Microsoft owns Bethesda. And sorry this is so bright. Maybe, I don't know, they don't have a dark mode. But Microsoft have been named as one of the consumer boycott targets by the BDS movement. BDS movement is an organization specifically focused around Palestinian liberation. TMB, what up? Specifically, there's a different side where they, think it was get involved, what to boycott, and then you scroll down. Microsoft's complicity in Israel's apartheid and genocide is well documented, exposing strong ties to the Israeli military, its collaboration with Israeli government ministries, and its involvement in the Israeli prison system, which is notorious for systematic torture and abuse of Palestinians. Microsoft knowingly provides Israel with technology, including artificial intelligence, that is deployed to facilitate grave human rights violations, war crimes, crimes against humanity, including apartheid, as well as genocide. Microsoft provides the Israeli military with Azure cloud and artificial intelligence services that are crucial to empowering and accelerating Israel's genocidal war on 2.3 million Palestinians in the illegally occupied Gaza Strip. So then there's a bunch of, there's a list of sources. So this list of boycott targets, that is something that I take very seriously, that I've taken actions in my life to adhere to. For like really dumb example, but I've stopped drinking Coke. I was a big Coke Zero head, stopped drinking it. Now somehow, and this is sort of a knock on wood, haha, funny meme situation, but that says a lot about the console war and all that dumb shit. It didn't occur to me that Doom is a Microsoft game, that Doom is an Xbox game. Somehow that doesn't register, even though you sort of subconsciously know it, right? And until I thought about playing it, I was like, damn, okay, that's kind of fucked up. I think it's a weird situation, a weird example of a game where, yeah, I mean, I've switched to, so Dr. Pepper in Germany, for example, is not distributed by the Coca-Cola company. I think it's distributed by the Coca-Cola company in the UK. So there you should probably avoid Dr. Pepper. I think the rest of the world doesn't really matter. And I wouldn't advertise Coca-Cola products on stream, right? Is Coca-Cola not on the? Oh yeah, see, so this is Erdo. This is a good point. There's some amount of sort of subjectivity and almost fear mongering or paranoia where, and I mean low key anti-Semitism, right? Where you tie certain things back, some people, they tie certain things back to Jewish companies, and then that's why, or sorry, Jewish run companies, I should say. And then that's why they decide to boycott it, and a lot of that is not really substantiated. From what I understand, this list is pretty has a lot of integrity, and if something lands on the list, it's pretty significant, right? It's not just random bullshit. So that's why I think with something like Dr. Pepper, they're a little more cautious, a little more discerning, because again, the original company is not doesn't really have ties to the state of Israel. And that's why once Xbox was added, I was like, okay, this is pretty serious. This is something it's a Pepsi product. Yeah, exactly. I think in America, Dr. Pepper, they distribute it themselves, and then in Europe, it's distributed by Pepsi. So again, I forgot to turn the music back on, sorry. Again, this is something I adhere to, and personally, I think your public facing persona, that's the most important thing, right? If you buy a Coke for $3, okay, it's not really materially significant, I would argue. I'm gonna say openly, I still steal Coke at work sometimes when they have just bottles lying around. Or when I visit, my parents are, obviously my parents are pro Palestine, right? But they're not super discerning about this type of stuff. So they still have a bunch of bottles of Coke Zero, and then I drink those when they're there, when I'm visiting. So I'm personally not a hardliner with this kind of thing. And I will say, again, if you know my stances politically, this is probably something you're curious about. Okay, how do I operate? I actually have played the Dark Ages a little bit. I've messed around with it because I had a Game Pass code. I did not spend money on it. I got this code free. And I don't personally, my standard is not, okay, you can't buy the game. You can't. You should feel bad for playing it, blah, blah. That's not my stance, it's not my standard. However, I think as I say in my video that I just uploaded, I give that disclaimer at the start. I think it's not a very high bar to at least signal and make the disclaimer, hey, Microsoft is complicit in this genocide. That is not a hard thing to do at all. And that's kind of the entire point of the movement, right? The entire point is that people talk about it, they're not quiet about it. Everybody is supposed to know about it. You want to create bad PR for a company like Microsoft. You want this to get significant enough to where they have to acknowledge it, right? And obviously, it's difficult for us in a consumer position to really make that change happen. But like the most significant things we can do are not hard to do, right? Not hard. If you have an online sort of public-facing persona and you're talking about games, I don't think it's a big ask to say Microsoft is complicit in Israel's genocide, or the genocide conducted by Israel. And please spread that awareness, right, as much as you can. And there are situations, there already have been situations where, due to consumer boycotts, I think McDonald's pulled out of a couple countries in the Middle East. So, you know, it's not, like, it's objectively not useless. It's objectively a good and moral thing to do. And I'm just kind of shocked that I haven't seen a single, like, of the YouTube, in the YouTube essay sphere, even, like, professionally, okay, IGN or whatever, they're never gonna do that. But if you're in the essay sphere, if you're independent, I don't see any reason why you can't mention it. Well, other, you know, sponsorships, I guess, but if you got your review code from Microsoft, but like that's, to me, that's shitty, right? I don't think that should be a concern on your mind. Like, again, I don't know the exact sort of repercussions, the ripple effects that might carry for your job. You might not receive review codes from Microsoft specifically anymore, but like I feel like if your livelihood depends on that, that's already kind of, you know, yeah. McDonald's had a backlash in Saudi Arabia. Now, Saudi Arabia, it's a whole other can of worms. And like the thing I also want to point out, I saw this post on Blue Sky that I thought was very, very poignant. I don't know how to best word this thought, but seeing folks who happily boycotted Hogwarts but are very excited to buy/play Oblivion plus Doom right now tells me less about what you believe in and more that you're only willing to boycott a thing that doesn't interest you in the first place. I don't know what, you know, the sort of drama adjacent, judgmental element of it, not something I'm super comfortable with, right? I don't want to, like, endorse that. I don't want to get into the pigsty, sorry. On that shit, but, like, I really couldn't help but read this and remember, holy shit, I know so many people who were so openly judgmental about Hogwarts Legacy. Like, you know, retweeting all this shit about, oh, if you bought Hogwarts Legacy, you're complicit in J.K. Rowling's anti-trans legislation. I hope you can sleep at night. Retweet or say that type of shit. None of them are saying anything about Doom. Like, obviously that's silly of me to, like, care about that, kinda, right? It shouldn't really... I don't know. I don't really know how to articulate this, but it's it is a blatant inconsistency, and again, if you're, I feel like whenever I see people talk, again, Microsoft is like this very broad thing that's hard to avoid in your life, so people I think are very comfortable to do the there's no ethical consumption under capitalism line and like talk around it super like walk on eggshells around it, kind of, you know, like, yeah, you know, it's kind of complicated, blah, blah. Whereas then with things they don't care about, it's very easy to be judgmental. I'm not judgmental, right? I don't think you're a bad person for playing Hogwarts Legacy. I don't think you're a bad person for buying and playing Doom. I really don't. Anu, what up? I just think, like, if you really care about this, you should be willing to do things that are a little bit hard. You know? Ooh, the Fatal Fury situation. See, I mean, that's like, that's a whole other thing, right? Like, I feel really bad for the developers who were in that situation where, yeah, we have to let ourselves be bought out by Saudi Arabia or we just die. And then everything that kind of comes with that. Like, that's shitty. It's, what do you do? What do you say? I don't know. I don't have the answer. But I mean, with Mark of the Wolves, at least, I did read reviews where they talked about it, right? They did talk about it in reviews. Yeah. Yeah, again, as I say in my video, just saying that shit is free. Just saying, hey, Microsoft's complicit. And, like, I think, see, I guess this is another thing I want to talk about. There's, with the internet, with how timelines, with how fucking algorithms and scrolling and all that shit works, there's the uncomfortability of, oh my god, I'm seeing just absolutely horrific acts of terror right next to video games and memes, right? I actually got a comment on my video. Let's see. Already a bunch of interesting comments. Okay, cool. So I got one comment that said, what the fuck does the Israeli-Palestine conflict have to do with DSP? Lumphao. And, please don't shit on this person. But also, I think what this expresses is this uncomfortability with mixing these two completely unrelated and, like, DS is literally his name. God fucking damn it, dude. So I think what this expresses is the uncomfortability of mixing this, like, very serious issue with something that is not serious at all, right? And oh my god, what the fuck is happening? I need to install that extension again that disabled shorts. Now what I say to that is that's just real life. You know, that's just fucking life now. That's the world we live in, where you're seeing those types of things right next to each other, juxtaposed. And you might even say that is the nature of capitalism, right? It's dirty. It's inherently dirty and uncomfortable. I brought it up because the guy is playing Doom in the video, and guess what? Doom is a part of this conversation. You can't avoid it unless, again, I want to think I'm a good, moral, ethical person. I felt it was my responsibility to address it. I wanted to talk about this. This is what I wanted to talk about. I want to be a goofy little chap, just discuss that. But I was like, well, Doom is in this video, so can I really do the thing I want to do and not bring up Microsoft's complicity in Israel's the genocide committed by Israel? And I would rather make it awkward and make it uncomfortable than not talk about it. You know? That's my stance on that, and that's what I hope to encourage people to do as well, to feel more comfortable with, to just accept that we live in a shitty fucking world, and that's just how it is. Marquez, what up? Why Jensen? Dude, Grok is the best fucking... Wait, let's see. What does Grok say? Can you play a game wrong? Okay, it did not mention South Africa. It did not mention South Africa. Alright. Thank you, dude. Alright. They got in the engineering team. They got him in. Yeah, oh, god damn it, dude. I mean, this is a bad game anyway. And I mean, if the streets are to be believed, everybody I know is shitting on the Dark Ages. They're not liking it at all. They're not liking it at all. How do I reset? I have played it, yeah. But I'm not gonna talk about the game, personally. I'm not gonna talk about my own thoughts on the game at all. How do you feel about DSP? Dark. Oh my god, I can't type. Dark side. Phil. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm literally on Twitch right now, dude. You know? What are you gonna do? And that's why, again, that's why I think once you go down the road of, being judgmental to individual people, you're gonna, like, there's no winning that, right? Eventually, you're gonna be a hypocrite. So I think it's better to just move openly, acknowledge that this is a fucked up world, and address the stuff that is happening as judiciously as you can. I don't have personal feelings, but I can give you a rundown on Darkside Phil DSP. Can y'all read that? Wait. DSP, based on what's out there, DSP, or Phil Burnell, is a polarizing figure in the gaming community known for his long-running YouTube and stream career since 2007. He's got a loyal fan base, but also a ton of critics. Here's the deal. Majin DD, what up? Okay. Nothing on masturbation. Is it true he masturbated on stream? Where it appeared to masturbate on a live stream. According to multiple sources, including a wiki dedicated to his history and articles from outlets like The Sun, Burnell was preparing for a stream of the Neo Alpha demo and didn't. Thank you, Team Ninja, for giving us this moment. Viewers reportedly saw him engaging in the act, though no explicit content was visible due to the camera angle. The incident became widely discussed with posts on X and various YouTube videos referencing it, often mockingly. Burnell later claimed he was unaware the stream was alive and has addressed the controversy, framing it as an accidental and embarrassing moment. Jorking it. This is such good information. Babe, I think I've shown you the I've shown you the video. I'm pretty sure. What? Was Elon tight with Epstein? There are documented connections that have raised questions primarily from legal proceedings and public records. Here's what's known. Is Elon a deadbeat dad? Oh, he's taking hard. The question of whether Elon Musk is a deadbeat dad is contentious, with allegations fueled by public disputes, media reports, and social media sentiment. But it's not a simple yes or no issue. The term deadbeat dad typically refers to a father who neglects financial or emotional responsibilities toward their children. Musk, with 14 known children from multiple partners, faces accusations along these lines. You know what? Good on the X team for making this very impartial. Grok is very impartial. But credible allegations of emotional neglect and inconsistent involvement paint a messy picture. Make him a lightning rod for criticism, but the truth likely lies in a gray area. Okay, well, it's not completely impartial. Okay. Alright, guys. So, this was that on that. If there's anything else y'all wanna discuss regarding... regarding the BDS movement, anything related to that, we can stay on that topic for a while. Otherwise, I would go to the bathroom and then get cooking on Bangayo. I'll just head out right now and then I'll be right back. See what y'all are saying. Okay, I'm back. Hello. Alright, it's time to Bangai-O. Bam. So, Bangai-O released by Treasure in 1999 for the Nintendo 64. And then, I think in the span of 3 months, they ported that bad boy to the Dreamcast. This is the first version that I played. So, you pilot, and we're playing this right now, we're playing this on the Mr. FPGA, by the way. So, let me actually turn on my CRT. This is how we're playing it. And I'm using... I have plugged in an original N64 pad through the SNAC interface. So this is like basically a one-to-one connection, just like would be on the real console. Yeah, and I'm also playing, just like the bouncer stream, I'm piping the video through a capture card and my CRT over here at the same time. So, originally released on the N64. And I thought this was a funny game to look at today, because this is the game Hugo Martin was trying to make with Doom the Dark Ages. Because it is a bullet hell with a parry, where shit is coming at you from all sides, but you can parry it. Let me... Yeah, dude. Let's fucking go. Actually, I'll just show you the boss. Wait. I'll explain a little more about the sort of details and version differences in a second. So that's Bangai-O. Good game. So yeah, best version is a little tricky. So, let me replay level 1 actually, just to show you. The basic idea of this game, it's a side-scrolling or multi-scrolling, I guess, twin stick. So I move in all directions with the D-pad, and then I shoot with the analog stick. So Treasure's whole thing with the N64 is that with each of their games, they were trying to find different ways to hold this controller, right? There was basically no games where, okay, I'm controlling with the D-pad, and then also having, I have my right hand on the analog stick. This is maybe the only game that does that. And then I think, Sin and Punishment was the same. I think the sort of the main scheme for Sin and Punishment, the main scheme that most people would gravitate toward, also has this this way of holding the controller. But yeah, this is just a thing that makes a lot of logical sense, right? Again, moving with the D-pad, 2D game, very precise, and then a directional shooting with the stick, and it has obviously the octagate, so let me show you. Yeah, it has the gated fucking, I mean, literally a gate right around the stick. So, when they ported this to the Dreamcast, this is the first significant difference. This is the first significant difference, because if you picture a Dreamcast controller right now, in your mind's eye, you'll realize, does that even work? Couch, what up? DMC3 Crimson, it looks cool, I want to try it. The D-pad and the stick are on the same side. So, you could actually play it the N64 way by, like, this is Pang's favorite. Maybe Pang, maybe you should play this version for this exact reason. Because you could claw. You could move with the D-pad and then aim like this. That is something you can do in the game. Um, but you can also, the other alternative is you just use the buttons to shoot. So, the buttons basically act like a D-pad, right? And that is how I played it. That is how I originally played the game. And I'm not gonna lie, the second I thought it was really awkward and weird when I was playing it. I was like, this is not great. The second I moved to the N64 version, I thought, oh my god, this is so much fucking better, right? It's just so obviously designed around that controller. It makes so much obvious sense. However, I know y'all are Zoomer modern gamers, so most of y'all are not even gonna play it with original equipment, right? So that's not even a factor. And even if you're playing on an original Dreamcast, right? If you're playing on the actual console, you can get a controller adapter. There's an adapter made by Brook where you can map the right analog stick to either the left stick or the buttons or something like that, and then basically you have regular twin stick Bangai-O. So it's not like this makes the Dreamcast version unplayable. You can get around it, obviously, especially if you're emulating. Now, in terms of, and maybe I should stream the Dreamcast version at some point as well. Yeah. See, I was surprised that on Dreamcast Bangai-O, you couldn't just move with the buttons and then shoot with the stick. So like just invert it. That's not something you can do. I feel like that might feel better than the opposite. I don't know. Yeah. Again, I have the Brook adapter on the Dreamcast, and that's how I play that version now. So again, they converted this game to the Dreamcast in the span of 3 months. And they actually made a bunch of changes to it. And the biggest one is that this game had, on the N64, it had an upgrade system. Where if you cause enough destruction in a certain time window, you spawn a shop. And then from that shop, you can choose one upgrade. Or, sorry, well, you can, depending on how much destruction you cause, you can choose a number of upgrades, right? Let me, Bangai-O, N64, Game Facts. It really is like this, like vanilla versus Sigma. It's pretty much like that. Except like, I think in terms of quality, they're both, you can make valid arguments for either or. Whereas with Sigma, it's like, okay. Let's see. Shop. Upgrade. Uh-oh. Let's see. Upgrade. What the hell? Wait. Okay, these are all for the Dreamcast version, all the guides I'm seeing. Bangai-O N64. Unfortunately, yeah, there's no English version of the N64 version. The Dreamcast version was released worldwide, but so you kind of have to know how this shit works. What the fuck? I remember. Okay, wait. Menu translations. Wait. Combo service stations. Okay. That's it. That's the one. Shot damage up. Shot penetration up. Life up. V points. So the meta here was kind of interesting. You have two characters, Riki and Mami, And what the Ricky? Yeah. So okay, I think the way it worked, yeah. So you have objects that you can destroy. And your ability to destroy those objects depends on the penetration value of your weapon. And by default, Ricky, his shots lock onto enemies. But they also, once they come into contact with the surface, that's it, right? The missile just explodes and that's it. And generally the damage is high, but the penetration is kind of low. With Mommy, it's the opposite. Her shots bounce off of walls. I think you get... How many bounces do you get? Like a couple, I don't know. And her penetration is higher. So I was definitely, in a couple stages, I found myself metagaming a little bit. Okay, well, you know, this is Pank's favorite word, routing a little bit. Okay, I need to clean up all the stragglers first in a nice enough sequence to trigger the shop and upgrade my penetration or whatever. Because otherwise I'll have a lot of trouble with the boss. And I think that is kind of a compelling element of the N64 version. On Dreamcast, you just start maxed out. You just start the game, like you just start every stage completely maxed out and the shop system is gone. Now I need to really play the Dreamcast version again to see which one I prefer. Because I can kind of see the Dreamcast version just being faster paced and more enjoyable that way. Another big difference is that the way... The big gimmick of this game is the parry charge, right? This thing. And this thing uses meter in the bottom left. And the way you fill the meter is by collecting fruit. And I think collecting the fruit is a little tedious, a little awkward. Especially because, like, it usually spawns close to the ground, and when you touch the ground, you stop. It's a little finicky. On Dreamcast, the meter is filled just by causing a lot of destruction. So you can kind of do... If you sequence it right, if you plan it well, you can get these really nice chains going where you're constantly sustaining your meter as you move through the level, kind of seamlessly. And that is also really cool in its own right. So, honestly, I don't know. I don't know which version I prefer. I'll finish this one and then I'll replay Dreamcast. But I will say, I definitely, when I've played this, I felt like I had kind of a deeper appreciation for the game. I felt like I was strategizing much more than on Dreamcast. Nah, I'm gonna leave it because I'm clickbaiting. Let me... Okay. Wait, this is the wrong button. How do I... There you go. So wait, there's an option. I know there's an option to skip cutscenes automatically. Cause treasure. Menu. Okay. Name entry, stage select, options menu. Record erasure. Oh, okay. The second one is there. That's crazy. Oh, I almost deleted my save file, dude. Holy shit. There you go. Yeah, dude. What do I want to say? Yeah, I think the option to automatically skip cutscenes, that's something they added on Dreamcast. Okay. I was struggling with this level a little bit, actually. So, basically, with the Z trigger, you charge up, and then if you release... See, that's the shop. Wait, damage, penetration... Okay, wait, let me think. I think I want penetration. Oh, penetration also, it relates to enemy bullets as well. You penetrate, and it affects how well you can penetrate enemy bullets. Can I? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so how I parry is based, or how strong my parry is directly based on proximity of enemy fire. If there's a lot of fire around me, I get a really strong parry. Oh, fuck. Actually, wait. Oh, wait, the upgrades are not... Okay, wait, the upgrades are not character specific. Okay, that's good. I forgot about that. So I've since tweaked my CRT settings a little bit, so the colors are not much better than last time. I'll have to do a little more work. Okay. Yeah, do you feel like you saw me in the first level kind of just skipping straight to the boss? And that's because that boss is really easy, right? But I think generally on N64, the theme is, okay, you kind of have to engage with the game. This is a crazy screen, by the way. So, Bangai on 360 is a different game. It's an original game. So we have the same game, but kind of different on Dreamcast and N64. Then we have the sequel, Bangai with Spirits, on the DS. That one's my favorite. And then we have Missile Fury, which is pretty much a sequel to Spirits. It continues the style of Spirits. Spirits is a pretty different game. Like, this first game is very different from what came after it. I'd say games 2 and 3 are much more experimental than this one, which is kind of saying something, you know? This is kind of a straight-laced shooter. With the gameplay gimmick is pretty original. But as an overall game, it's like, okay, it's a shooter. Yeah. Oh, wait, I remember. Oh, okay. And personally, I mean, like I said, Spirits is my favorite. I think it's a really, really fucking special game. I actually haven't played the 360 one that much. That's one I still need to really sink my teeth into. But it seems really good. I sort of hate the way it looks, but... It has really, really crappy art style, but... The crappiness is a little charming, I guess. Okay, maybe, I won't be streaming too long for today. This will be a short stream. I'm definitely not doing very well. I might hop on Buster's Bad Dream. As we close out, because that's a game I've been thinking about. There's another treasure classic. What's up, dude? You missed the entire part where I explain the difference between N64 and Dreamcast. But you can just catch up on the VOD. Oh, okay. God damn it, dude. I'm fucking bad at this game. Yeah. I want to say, yeah, I'm pretty convinced they're both really good versions of the game, but they're very different. The appeal is kind of different. But it's sort of, it is sort of high level, you know? The difference between the two is kind of... You kind of have to think about it. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Yeah, one of the main anecdotes behind this game is that, okay, they have all this power, 3D console, 3D focused console. I want to make a sprite-based game that just destroys the frame rate. That was, I think the lead programmer's goal. Hell yeah. Yeah, again, I think if you're playing with original equipment, that is kind of, the control difference is pretty significant. It does feel significantly nicer. Oh. I got a sync drop on my CRT. I think I need to increase damage. I think I'll give DC a quick run as well. Maybe I can finish this level and then I'll do one stage on Dreamcast. So this is really a game where sometimes it is just viable to tank hits for a little bit, because you're charging up for your parry. Ooh. Okay, I have a lot of meter. Oh, fuck. Fuck! God damn it. This is so insane. I think they did censor that a little bit on Dreamcast, I'm not sure. No. Okay. See, because of the way I gamed that just now, I didn't spawn the shop. Sin Punishment pretty fucking goated, dude. Pretty fucking goated game. Like, dude, Treasure truly were the best. I don't think there's any argument. It's like, if you're talking about like single game studio, they were the fucking goats. They were just the best. They did everything. They did every fucking kind of game you can think of. And not a single one of those games is like, yeah, whatever. Like, going through the motions or whatever. Every single one, dude, fucking, even stuff like Gunstar Superheroes on the GBA, which I think at the time was controversial because it's like a straight sequel to Gunstar Heroes, and it's not. It's actually kind of reducing the mechanical scope a little bit. That game is like the Crisis of the Game Boy Advance. When you actually play it, it's so insane how many weird fucking stage gimmicks that game has. And how many weird, like, graphical, technical features it kind of includes. Truly the fucking goats. Stretch Panic! Now we're talking. Okay. Good Games Canon 90s edition. Somewhere in there has to be Alien Soldier, right? Has to be somewhere in there. If I'm not mistaken. That is a 1996 joins? 5 or 6, I don't know. Hell yeah, dude. Who's hopping on Geist Crusher for the 3DS? Who's doing that? I think it got pretty bad reviews in Japan, but... yeah. I feel like that is sort of... There's like... there's a deep need to cover that at some point. God damn it, I'm so fucking bad at this game. I'm like very rusty. Okay, wait. Fuck it, let's do it. Oh shit! Fuck. Maybe I should just... I was thinking maybe I should just get a big crowd going. Yeah, I think the way the combo thing works, it has to be in the span, or it has to be the cause of a single parry. Like how much shit can you get in one parry? And usually, if you get a lot of slowdown, that's a good sign. That's usually how I can tell that I did something... did it right. I remember the boss in the stage being really hard as well. So I'm not looking forward to that. Okay. There you go. What's the damage? I remember there's some stages where, you know, Riki is better or Mommy is better, right? And with the upgrades, then you're specifically trying to cover up for their weaknesses, right? Like at one stage where, okay, I definitely want to lock onto the enemy with Riki's shot, with this one. But then I have to raise my penetration to do anything. Okay. Yeah, I need to trigger like a chain reaction sort of up there, and then I can get to the boss. But I think I'm just gonna clean up the enemies first. Okay, my meter's pretty topped out. I didn't lose too much health. See, yeah, this is so interesting because like, if I shoot these guys now, I know, okay, there's no way I can factor them into like my next big parry, right? So I'm potentially losing out on shop upgrades. That is like legitimately a strategic element that the Dreamcast version kind of... It sort of has it, because you still do like chains to top out your meter. But it's definitely, it feels less emphasized. I will also say, yeah, the fruit in this game, they exist to... Obviously you get points still, but mostly for meter, right? On Dreamcast, they're just points. And it definitely, when I played the Dreamcast version, I had this distinct feeling of, okay, I kind of wish this game had a ranking system or something, because I didn't care about my scores at all, right? And it made the fruit just completely useless. I definitely have this big takeaway of like, okay, if you have a home port of a game, or a home arcade game, you kind of need something to compare yourself to, right? Okay. Okay, the boss. Oh shit. Thank God. Oh shit. Oh, thank God. Holy fuck. Let's see. Okay, this could be one of those things that infinitely spawn health boxes. Maybe not. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, wait. I think. Wait, if I. Okay, I'm gonna be such a bitch. I'm just gonna let them stack here, in case I need help later. But I don't have that much time, so I should probably. Okay, there you go. Okay. Wait a second. So I'm trying to stand really close to the laser, because that also counts toward the strength of your parry. Oh, wait, what? Exactly. On the leaderboards. I mean, Dreamcast, dude. They could have done it. Okay, I remember. I thought the stage ended with like a ridiculous boss. That's kind of how I remembered it. Wait, how many stages does this game have? So the Dreamcast version is 44 stages. I'm actually kind of close to that. Okay, but I said it wouldn't go too long. Because I started so late, and Yulia like was working the whole day, so I don't want to go too crazy. Because I feel bad because I'm occupying the whole living room whenever I stream, you know. Let me, because on the Mister as well. Let me do Buster's Bad Dream real quick. And then I'll do Dreamcast Bang AO for like a second. To show that off. Buster's Bad Dream. Buster's Bad Bust. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this look at N64 Bango. I don't know how that is to emulate these days. This is just such a perfect one for Switch Online. If Nintendo are not looking at this one eventually, then I don't know, they're fucking up. Okay. GBA. Now, unfortunately, the GBA core, actually, it's not too bad. It's just on the CRT, it's gonna be a little small for me, but that's okay. I mean, for y'all, it's whatever. Okay, Tiny Toons. Scary Dreams is the American title. Very weird release history on this one as well. Came out first in Japan and Europe, and then way fucking later in the States under a different title. Buster's Bad Dream, obviously, phonetically much nicer. So this is a game, Pang has been playing it recently, which kind of brought it back into my, periphery. I did mess around with this one randomly. I was, again, sort of 2019. I was on a big treasure kick, messing around with all that shit. And I'm not gonna lie, so I thought, wow, why does this game have so much sauce? Like, in a fucking combo sense. But then also I got kind of walled really early on. And a lot of that was because I didn't even know how to do the supers. I didn't look that shit up. So yeah, this is developed by Treasure. Okay, so this game has a really heavy emphasis on enemy displacement. Yeah, oh, sorry. Did I forget to... I think I didn't explicitly mention this. This game is developed by Treasure. That's why we're playing it. And it has a heavy emphasis on enemy displacement, as you can see. And enemies, once they're in a sort of launched state, they act as a projectile. And it has the Marvel 2 tag system as well. Oops. Oh, wait, is this button? Okay. So you can kind of do your combo and then at the same time throw the assist. Oops. And it's a little what's going on, dude? It's a little bare bones in terms of scenario design, but like if you're wired a certain way, that could be something you prefer actually. Which, for Pang, is the case. See, like, I protected myself from the guy coming in the bottom with the tag. Oops. The tag is super flexible, like. And again, this is something that Pang pointed out in his review of the game. The hit stun in this game is just very consistent. It's very reliable. Oh, I have a fuck ton of meter. Again, when I first played this, I didn't really know about the supers. That shit makes the game significantly easier. See, there's no limitation on assists other than, okay, they have their own health bar and there's a little cooldown. That's it. So you can totally knock a boss into the wall and then just instantly combo them. Oops. Yeah. See, I like this because, like, okay, for flying enemies, obviously that's not going to work. Oops, fuck. Oh, yeah, wait. This one was the... yeah. Oh, I got it. So you can also you can be comboing with Buster in one direction, and then sort of tag Babs in the opposite direction. It's pretty sick. Oops. And the speedrun is like 30 minutes or something. I think even less. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. This should be a pretty tight playthrough. Oops. No. Oh, actually. Yeah, I really like this element of sort of anticipating the trajectory of certain things, right? I knew, okay, just now, the guy was coming down, so I'm gonna tag downward with Babs. Also, again, like, look at the fucking sprite rotation. Like, that shit is so extra. Treasure was just so fucking insane, dude. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I got cooked. Oh! There it is. So, to be a little more specific, you can keep the enemy kind of in your grasp with just a basic combo, and then at any point you can either press down on the D-pad for a launch, like DMC, or you press forward to, again, knock them forward and turn them into projectile. And I like that Buster's attack is kind of stubby. So even though I was so close just now, I was like, yeah, I should probably be a little safer and do attack first. It's like it's so funny just how games like this are weirdly fucking complex. I was talking to my dad about some of my academic work recently. And sort of one good frame of reference for him is Uncharted, because that's a game he actually played a lot. And we were sort of saying, yeah, it's kind of crazy how a full-ass 3D game like Uncharted is actually so simple. And a game like this, or like, you know, Ghosts and Goblins is the one that we talked about a lot, is so complex. So this is what I meant with, basically doing infinite. Oops, but, gotta be careful. Oh, God. No! Oh, God. Shit. That was bad. Got her. Once we get the guy up there. Now, one unfortunate thing, I guess this speaks to this game's status as a true arcade romp. No save system, no battery. So you gotta use either the passwords or save states, which is fine. So yeah, when I launched him just now, I thought, okay, there's a good chance I'll hit some stuff. This game is really fucking good, actually. That's sort of insane. Oh yeah, you're right. Dude, Alien Soldier, same thing. I don't know, with shmups I can just never get into a frame of mind where I wanna like save state lab them. And with Alien Soldier, I just legit used only tools that were actually in the game. Yeah, I just used the password stage select. That's it, to practice. I'm doing pretty good on meter. Oops. They're actually, this is sort of nerdy aside. The developer of this Mr. Core is actually, he's working on a new version of the GBA core that's much more, that's, you know, aiming to be actually cycle accurate. He took a lot of shortcuts with this one. So I'm excited for that. I mean, this is really good. This is a really good way to play a game, but... Oh. Oh, I should have tacked down. Okay, I think I'll finish the section. And then we'll do Dreamcast Bongo really quick. And then we'll end the stream. Oops. I'm getting cooked. I'm really curious how this game develops in the later stages, because obviously right now I think I'm like, this is a pretty chaotic game. I definitely have to pay attention to a lot of stuff, but like I'm definitely also feeling okay, my tools are very oppressive. Obviously I'm getting cooked a little bit, but I just feel like I just get the overwhelming sense like, yeah, they really tuned this really well. You have so much agency, and yet at the same time, it's not like I press one button and I literally hit stone the entire screen. There's a lot of intuitive sort of spatial reasoning here. Okay, wow. Oh, fuck. Does the off-screen stuff also get hit by that? That's the question. Oh. There you go. Okay, I think that's a good point to end on. Let me save that state. There you go. Okay, let me do Dreamcast real quick. I need to... And I think in the spirits of the original hardware movement, I will use the original control scheme. I will use just the Dreamcast controller to play the game. Which is obviously suboptimal, but there you go. Okay. Dreamcast, bam. Ooh. Okay, so the colors on your end are gonna be a little fucked up. I'm gonna tweak that in a second. I basically have to do some post-processing on the CRT, and then that affects the capture. I'm gonna fix it, y'all. I'm gonna fix it. Okay, let's see. Oh wait, I have no audio right now. But you all should have audio. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna... Wait. This is not gonna work. I'm not gonna figure this out right now. I will make my own feed a little crappy so that y'all can see. So my end on my CRT looks really green. Zootan, what up? But that's okay. Now I need to... Ryan, what up? Ryan, look at this. You came at just the right time. So this version is actually in English. They are completely different games, yeah. Well, sorry, not completely different games. They share the same levels, they share the same core mechanics. But the Dreamcast version strips out some stuff, changes some stuff. Wow, this is so fucking green on my CRT. Okay, I definitely need to... So yeah, you can... Now there's a scheme in the game, and this is the case on N64 as well, where you can just play like a traditional shooter where you jump with the button, like you hover with the button and then you just shoot with this button, and then you're shooting, you're just like in a run and gun like Contra or Guns N' Heroes or whatever. You select the direction with the D-pad, and then you hold the button and then you shoot in that direction. But obviously that means, to change the direction that you shoot in, you'll have to momentarily stop moving and change direction. And like that, I think that's awkward enough that honestly got me killed on Dreamcast. I would just recommend sticking with the twin stick scheme. But then I would also recommend just get a different controller and like get a controller adapter. Do it that way. Okay. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, there you go. VGA monitor, such an insane instant upgrade, for sure. Ryan, one thing you need to look into is you need to just get one of those cheap HDMI to VGA adapters. And then you will, like, basically anything will work on that shit. Even, like, modern systems. Okay, so I have the PAL disc. And this is where I finished the game originally. But then I uninstalled my disk drive. I now have a GDEMU. And this is the American version of the game, so... But yeah, let's play like 1 or 2 levels. This looks like shit on my CRT. Yeah, I'll fix it. I'll fix it, guys. So yeah, you see the meter is structured differently. It's more like classic sort of fighting games where, okay, once it tops out, the number increases, and then that's how I know I have full meter. Honestly, now that I'm playing it, the aiming not that bad. And you can see they significantly upgraded the visuals as well. They swapped out basically all the backgrounds. Man, scalar. Whoa, this is the original resolution. This looks a little skinny. This looks a little too wide. Let's leave 4x3, whatever. Whatever, dude. Oh, I was cutting off some stuff. I was cutting off a little bit. There you go. Yeah, on the CRT it's a little wider, I think. Whatever. Whatever. You have little voice lines now. Also, Mommy's laser looks way different. I think the game in general, it doesn't slow down as much. Because of course it doesn't. And you can see every time I like destroy a building, I get meter. So it's balanced completely differently now. Honestly, this is like, it feels really different, surprisingly different actually. Just because the game is not slowing down so much, it looks so different. Very, very interesting. Oh, fuck. Oh, wait. Oh, that's how that works? Really? That's crazy. Also, Ryan, secret nice option might be, get one of those new HDMI adapters for the GameCube, and then plug that into the VGA CRT. I think that could be pretty sick. There wasn't even an English fan translation for the NC's version. Not that I know of, no. I've only played in Japanese, but like you don't really need it. Okay. God, I really want to fix the colors. Whatever. Wait, maybe I can show y'all what it looks like on my end. So y'all see the stream, right? Y'all see the stream? It looks like this on my CRT right now. It's like it has this insane green cast over it, and yeah, like if I fix it, it's gonna fuck up the colors on stream. There's a way to get around it, but like I'm not gonna do all that right now. Okay, I'm gonna play like this level and the one after, and then we're done. Okay, I'm out of meter. Oh, you know what? Okay, see, now I'm thinking about it. I think the way you increase meter, it has nothing to do with how you chain the destruction. Actually, wait, there's the destruction meter at the top, right? Where it says 0. I want to read how that exactly works. I guess there is sort of a combo quality to that, maybe a little bit. Oops. I want to know how that works. This guide is for Dreamcast. Combo. Meter. It doesn't. Let me consult. No, oh, I don't have the manual. No fucking way, dude. Wait. Oh, I do have it. This is the disc. It's pretty cool. Pretty fucking cool. Real treasure heads in the building. Real fucking treasure heads. Okay, let's see. What do I say? English. I mean, the English translation for this game is notoriously shitty. Okay. Number of explosions. That's the meter at the top. Shows the number of explosions in real time. Bombing energy. Destroying the enemies recharges energy. If it hits max, you will gain a further unit of bombing energy. A maximum of, okay. But like, I don't know. I want to know if I need to, wait. The number of explosions refers to the entire number of all current explosions. This includes not only the explosions of the enemies, but also the collision of the bullets as well as the destruction of the environment. Try to gain as many points as possible, for example, through counterattacks, since this provides you with more bombing energy, the more explosions. Okay, there you go. So you do want to destroy shit, like, as much as possible at once. So that is a cool dynamic of the Dreamcast version. It keeps the dynamic of the shop system, from N64, but then transfers it just to your meter, I guess. Like, if I destroy the same amount of buildings, but like I do it sort of slowly and one after the other, I'm not gonna get as much meter as I do if I chain it well. And that's sort of interesting. Like, you could see that getting you into like a checkmate situation, kind of. Okay, I definitely, yeah, I'm gonna ignore the fruit. I'm compulsively getting it, but I should just ignore it. Okay. Okay. There you go. Like, you could imagine, okay, I could save all these buildings, just wait for more enemies to kind of target me, and then do a big shot. But really, I think it's really level dependent. Like, here it doesn't feel super worth it. You do notice I run out of energy a lot faster than on N64. So, that could be a cool dynamic. I think that could legitimately be more enjoyable than N64. I'm not sure yet. I think you just gotta play both. You just gotta play both. Nope, they're too different. Got him. Almost. There you go. You know what? I think also the lack of slowdown on this version honestly makes it harder. Because after a counter, I feel like I have such a little time to actually move. This looks so good, dude. Oh my god, this is so sick. Especially all the missiles are like rotating and shit, you know? Oh my god. Good game. Good fucking game, dude. Good fucking game. I'm just gonna speedrun this shit. Okay, bud. For some reason, you fight this guy like 8 times. In the first sort of 10 stages. Oh my god, this guy is fucking resilient, dude. Okay, honestly, I'm shocked how different this feels. It feels very different from the N64 version, even though it's on the surface the same game. Ostensibly the same game. Fucking die. This fucking swag is so based. They're the fucking goats, dude. Treasure are the fucking goats. Okay. Oh my god, I cannot see anything. Okay, whatever. Honestly, Dreamcast Pat, not that bad. Now I'm playing it, it's like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, I want to know what is a high explosion count? I mean, the meter was pretty big when I got to like 80 or 90. The Dreamcast controller is kind of shitty in a charming way. I do think it has a lot of like annoying things about it, but it does work solidly. I don't feel like I'm held back by it. Other than like Crazy Taxi. Well, then Crazy Taxi is like, it's too advanced. You know? That's just the problem. Oh shit! Do you all see that? Oh my god! Wow! Oh god! Okay. Oh yeah. So okay, they gave him underwear, and also in the Japanese version, I forget if this was the case on N64. But at least on Dreamcast in Japan, yeah, wait, look at this. God damn it. Hey, Google. This is kind of interesting, you know? Whatever. Alright. I think, the charge itself is instant on Dreamcast. If you're charging the parry. Like, on N64, there was an element of, okay, you gotta charge up to 100. I think if wait, I just tapped it and I got 40? Okay. Oh! Wait, so I think... I think if you don't get the proximity buff, the enemy fire like proximity buff to your parry, you're shooting fewer shots than on N64. Like I think it caps out sooner. So that's so, dude, there's so many weird changes. Very interesting. Okay. This motherfucker. Let's see. Oh fuck. I fucked it. Okay, knowing that I don't need to charge it is kinda comforting. But does that make it more or less parry slap? Is the question. Oh, this is so sick, dude. This is so sick. Okay, you know what? That encounters now, it was kind of parry slap. It was kind of parry slap coded. Okay, maybe on that note, let's do one more level. Fuck it. Let's do one more level. Good game. Can we just... Yes! That, honestly, that is my position, actually. That is my position. Y'all are too weird about it. Some of y'all. Some of y'all are too weird about parries. Oh my god. Exactly. The combat hole. Oh my god, no! Okay, like, knowing you don't have to charge, that is such an insane difference. I do think that genuinely makes the game easier than N64. Because, like, with the earlier boss, you could see, okay, I was capitalizing on this sort of line of fire that he was shooting at me, right? And ideally, I want to move, like, right next to it and then do my parry, because that's how I get the maximum buff. On N64, that's much more difficult, because I have to be at max charge before I let go of the button, right? So I have to position myself in a way where I can charge it, I have time to charge it, but also, like, this is actually surprisingly complicated. It's like, I wanna be out of the way of the shots and then start charging and then still be near the bullets when I release the button, right? Whereas on Dreamcast, it's like I can't wait for him to shoot it, just move next to the bullets and then press the button, right? Because I don't need to factor in the charge timer. So that is a surprisingly big difference, actually. But I'm getting cooked, so. This boss is so weird. Because you just stand here and then. Yeah. This goes so good, dude. Okay. That's it. That's it for the stream. Okay, this actually looks great. Fix that. I feel like the right aspect ratio would be... Definitely not that. Definitely not that. Which one is wider? Can't tell. This looks a little more correct. Dude, this was a consistent theme with Treasure. Yeah, I think it did sell very poorly, and now it's a pretty rare game. So, there you go. But it's a classic. It's a friggin' classic. Okay, guys. Thank you all for tuning in today. Thank you all so much. Fun stream. Good stream. Shorter stream. 2 hours. I think that's a good time. Good amount of time. I should have been live way earlier. I think that would have helped, but... Yeah, I'll be back on Sunday. What's up with 360 Mario? It's a different game. It's... So you have Vanilla Bango, you have Bango Sigma, you have Bango 2 on the DS, and then you have Bango 3 on the 360. That's the basic breakdown. Oh, Dylan, I'm so sorry. Yeah. I'll be back on Sunday, and then on Sunday we'll be playing either Driver 2 or DMC. So look forward to that. And yeah, I'll be back to you. I just got a text, I got distracted, I'm sorry. Okay. Bye for now, y'all. Bye bye. I'm gonna press the button. Bye 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 bye.